There are certain habits that every winner has, and then there are habits that losers have. And if you want to be a winner, not just financially, but in life and in success and in happiness and being fulfilled, you have to understand the habits that winners possess, because these are habits that you can start putting into your life starting today, because they don't cost you anything to change the way that you think and you act. Habit number one is giving your best. And this one is a tough one, especially in today's job market climate, because you have a lot of people talking about quiet quitting, people talking about this great resignation, people talking about, I don't want to put in any more effort than I'm required to. Well, if you're not putting in any more effort than you're required to, when it comes time for that promotion to get the next big job, who do you think is going to get the job? The person who comes in and barely does the work, or the person who's coming in and doing the extra work and going the extra mile? Now, if you don't care about succeeding in your career and moving up in your corporate world, that's fine. That's up to you to decide. But if you want to be the person that's the go-getter, that's driven, that's seeing the success, you can't get into that mindset of just wanting to do the base level stuff. You got to be willing to put in the work, to give your best, and to put in your all no matter what you're doing. And this is something that's hard, because that means sometimes you're going to have to do things that you're not getting paid for. You're going to have to do things that you don't get appreciated for. You're going to do things that you don't get any compensation for. But if you have this discipline to come in and give your best for everything that you do, because you want to put that pride of your name on your work, and you don't want your name to suffer about putting out bad quality work, then you got to be willing to put in your best even when no one's watching. The second habit that I want you to work on is working to learn before you're working to earn. This habit right here can help you 5x, 10x, even 100x your income, because so many people get caught up into this idea that I'm not going to do something today unless I'm going to get compensated for this thing today. But the ability to earn more money isn't how hard you can work, right? There's 24 hours in a day. There's nobody that can really outwork somebody 1,000 times in order to earn 1,000 times more than somebody else. But the ways that you can earn more money is understanding how you can earn more money. And this means you gotta be willing to work to learn before you're willing to work to earn. And if you're so focused on how much money you're making today, it is going to be nearly impossible for you to scale your income. One of the operations managers that we have at Briefs Media worked for free at our company. We didn't know how we would be able to use him, but he said, you know, Jaspreet, I'm a big fan of what you're doing. I love everything that you're producing. Can I just come work for you for free so I can learn about it and maybe I can provide some value for you? So he worked full time for free, providing value in different departments, just kind of seeing how things worked because he wanted to. And a few months later, he slowly started to get paid. And then a few months later, he started to get paid more, and now he's leading operations. But it all started because he was willing to work to learn before he was willing to work to earn. And when you're constantly looking for something in return, it is going to be very difficult if you're trying to see the biggest success, because you have to be willing to get your foot in the door, to learn, to get to know people, to network, and to be able to have those opportunities to come on your lap. But you got to be willing to put in the work and do your best while you're doing that. The third habit that you need to work on, if you want to become wealthy especially, is you have to get into this habit of being okay earning money without needing to impress other people. And this one's tough, and this one's more on the financial side. But one of the biggest freedoms in the world is when you can start earning money and you don't feel the need to go out and spend money to show off the money that you earn. And when you can do this, when you can get to the mindset of not needing to spend money to show it off on Instagram, not needing to go out and eat out just to post it on wherever you want to post it, not needing to go on vacations, not needing to have all the nice fancy designer stuff, well, now you're going to buy yourself a whole lot of freedom, because now you can work to earn money to make yourself wealthy. And that means you're going to be able to have the financial cushion a whole lot sooner. And that means you're going to be able to build more cash flow a whole lot sooner. And that means you're going to be able to be financially free a whole lot sooner. And that means you could go out and spend all the money you want and have all the vacations and have all the fancy stuff all that you want a whole lot sooner without having to worry about the price, because you can let your investments pay for that. But most people get caught into this lifestyle of, oh my God, this dude's 2 years older than me and he has all these nice things. Or even worse, oh my God, this guy's a year younger than me and he's driving a faster car than me. He has a bigger home than me and he's going on nicer vacations than me. And when you get into this mindset, well, now you're never gonna have a chance to build wealth for yourself, because all everyone's going out trying to compete with all of your friends on Instagram. Number 4 is you have to know your why you want to achieve your success. And this one is going to help drive you, especially when things get tough. Because if you want to do something big, you want to go make it big on Hollywood, you want to go make it big on YouTube, you want to go out and start a business, you want to go out and have all these nice big things, well, it is going to get tough. There are going to be late nights, there's going to be late evenings, there's going to be weekends where you put in the work, there's going to be times where you want to pull your hair out, there's going to be a lot of things that go wrong, but you got to remember now what is the reason why you're looking to do what you do. And money is a very temporary motivator. Maybe you'll work hard until you make that first $100,000, maybe the first $500,000, maybe the first $1 million. But after a certain point, money can't buy you that much more crazy stuff. At which point, you got to remember, why are you doing what you're doing? If you want to have that drive to actually go out and make a difference in the world, you got to remember, why are you doing what you're doing? Who are you doing this for, and why are you doing this? One of the things I like to talk about is making a wall of why. Put it in your office, put it in your room, put it somewhere where you have your pictures or your reasons for why it is you want to do. Maybe it's your family, maybe it's your kids, maybe it's your parents, maybe it's your wife, maybe it's your husband. Maybe it's an impact you want to make for your community. Maybe there's something that's so painful that happened in your life that you want to make a change because of that. Remember what that is and put it somewhere where you can see it so you can remember it, because when things get tough, and I can guarantee you they will get tough, you want to have that as a reminder to keep you going even when things are hard. Number 5 is find the opportunity in failure. And I'm not saying this to brag, but I think this is something that I've been very fortunate to find, because every time I got scammed or screwed over, I was able to find some sort of opportunity out of that, and I was able to create more opportunity for me. In fact, what you're watching today here on the Minority Mindset Show, this started off because of a failure. I was running a completely different company. It was an e-commerce company, and I got scammed during the launch of that company. And when I got scammed during the launch of that company, I was so frustrated because I didn't grow up with financial education. I didn't grow up with people telling me how to start a business or with even support on starting a business. I had to go out and do it on myself. I felt a little helpless. And because of that, and because of the scam that I went through and I lost a few $1,000s, I then went out and created a class on Udemy called How to Launch a Business Without Getting Screwed Over. And I charged like $7 for it, but I did it under the alias Minority Mindset. And I did it under the alias Minority Mindset because the whole thinking was I had to think differently than the majority of people to go out and start a business. Well, slowly that transitioned to a social media page, slowly that transitioned to a YouTube channel, and slowly the definition of Minority Mindset changed to really thinking differently than the majority of people. Not just starting a business, but just thinking differently than the majority of people, whether it's with their money, whether it's with their life, whether it's with their business. And that created now the Minority Mindset Show that we have today. There's always opportunity in failure. Getting screwed over sucks. Seeing your business fail sucks. Losing money in investment sucks. I have been there more times than I can count. But each one of those things create at the very least, a learning opportunity, maybe even a business opportunity, but you have to be able to find that opportunity and not let that failure overcome you and make you into a failure. Sometimes things go wrong. Sometimes things fail. Sometimes things suck. I know that. I've been through it. I've talked about a lot of the mistakes that I made on this YouTube channel, but you gotta keep getting back up. If you enjoyed this short clip from my longer videos, here's another clip that I think you'll love. And while you're at it, if you're interested in learning more about how to start generating passive income, our team put together an amazing guide on how to start generating passive income for free. All you gotta do is click that button right over there. Thank you for watching, and as always, keep hustling.